I'm recording this here at 9:30 p.m. after all these trades have happened, so I'm kind of going one by one, going through every single one of them. But we had a trade from yesterday that I did not post on this channel. It was the Winnipeg Jets acquiring forward NINO NIEDERREITer from the Nashville Predators in exchange for a 2024 second-round pick. Now, this trade kind of comes as a shocker for me until I realized how before this trade even happened, we had Pierre LeBrun report that the Predators were open for business at the trade deadline as sellers, and this trade pretty much verifies that. Here we go, guys. The trade deadline has just begun, and for Nashville, well, one of the biggest trade bait pieces on their team is headed to Winnipeg after playing not even a full season with the Predators. For Winnipeg, on the other hand, one of their biggest objectives heading into the trade deadline week was to add a guy who can bolster the middle six. They already have a strong team overall, with Schiefele, Dubois, Connor, and Ehlers being their main guys, but acquiring NIEDERREITer strengthens their forward group. NIEDERREITer, who is 30 years old, is having a solid season in 2023, notching 18 goals and 10 assists for 28 points in a total of 56 games. Although he may not be anything near the levels of Brock Boeser or Timo Meier, a piece the Jets would have certainly wanted, he still fulfills a major need that the Jets have wanted, which was secondary scoring. When we look at this Jets team and see the players who are in the lineup, it could very well make sense for the Jets to potentially put him on their third line with Morgan Barron and Adam Lowry. I think Winnipeg is best putting him off in the bottom six so that he can help the Jets on all forward lines. The top six has some very good playmakers, and now does the bottom six. Overall, this helps Winnipeg as NIEDERREITer has been a top 9 guy for some time now, and he's thrived there. All right, for a guy with not as much ice time compared to the top 6, he's put up nearly 30 to 40 points a year, which is excellent for a guy in his role. He put up 44 points last year for the Hurricanes, and he can maybe get to that mark or higher on another strong team this year. It could also be very well possible for him to be on the Jets' second unit power play, as his strong net front presence can help the Jets in several ways. Now, NINO NIEDERREITer is a $4 million player until the end of next season, so he's very well going to be more than just a rental for Winnipeg. Therefore, he will become a solid addition for the Jets next season as they continue to hopefully make their run for the Stanley Cup, and that too certainly makes this trade look like a win for the Jets. I think this trade makes it very clear now that the Predators are sellers at this year's trade deadline. They are now trading guys away for picks as a potential rebuild is looming ahead, so it makes sense why they decided to test NIEDERREITer in the market. Because of it, the Predators now have a second-round pick, and honestly, this is a good return for an established veteran, a skilled veteran as he was drafted, I believe, 5th overall in 2010. This is a good return. Keep in mind that there were no other assets like prospects given up for the trade, so this could really help both teams in their own respective ways. However, I still have thoughts as to whether or not this trade opens the door for other guys to get traded too. Pierre LeBrun noted that a lot of Predators players with terms such as Duchene, Granlund, and Ekholm are possibly available for trades if the Predators do indeed sell, and it seems like this is going to be the case after we just saw NINO NIEDERREITer getting traded. So in general, this is a good trade that should definitely benefit both sides. The Jets have a guy who will bolster their overall forward group, definitely will make the top 9 much better, more secondary scoring, and the Predators are getting some more draft capital in exchange for a veteran who's just not really part of their future plans. The Predators now have 8 picks in 2024 and 8 in 2023 after previously acquiring a 3rd rounder from San Jose and a 4th from Toronto. They also previously traded a 7th rounder away in 2023. We will see what that pick will surmount to in the 2024 draft. Either way, the Jets win this trade, and it's not really debatable. They acquired a very solid forward who meets Winnipeg's needs for the postseason. This becomes especially true if you realize how Winnipeg has talent around him that will allow his pace of production to just increase from here. The only reason Nashville is losing this trade at the moment is because they haven't drafted the guy yet, so there's nothing they're really getting right now. Either way, let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this trade. How does NIEDERREITer do in Winnipeg? Let me know. Otherwise, thank you guys for tuning in and have a wonderful day.